Good day. I'm Sister Lydia Gittens from Stabilis Treatment Center. Today I want to look at one of the big questions my colleagues and I often get asked. I'm very sure this question is a question you yourself have heard about or quite probably even asked yourself. Does the following scenario sound familiar? Yeah, sure. I binge on occasion. But it's not that bad, is it? It's not as if I drink every day. In short, the big question is binge drinking better than daily drinking? The word daily speaks for itself, but what exactly is binge drinking? Binge drinking can be defined as a dangerous pattern of excessive alcohol consumption. Typically, your blood alcohol concentration or your BAC will rise to 0.08% or above after a binge. While binge drinking is not the same as alcohol use disorder or AUD, it significantly increases the risk of developing an alcohol abuse problem. A shift from binge drinking to alcoholism can happen quickly, leading to serious health complications and other harmful consequences. At least 80% of binge drinkers are not alcohol dependent, yet binge drinking accounts for more deaths from alcohol. Alcoholism is a very insidious disease in that it can creep up on you if you're not vigilant. So this level of binge drinking, if it's left unchecked for a lot of people, could lead to alcoholism. But let's get a bit more practical. What exactly is a binge? For each one of us, it could be individual, it could be different, but how do they define it? According to the definition, for women, binge drinking is defined as having 4 or more drinks within a 2 hour time frame. For men, this is a bit higher. Binge drinking is identified as having 5 or more drinks over the course of 2 hours. Okay, so what constitutes a drink? I think many of us have various definitions. We will call it a shot, a nippy, a glass, a bottle. Each of us have our own definitions or viewpoints. But according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, a drink is classified as a beer, which is 340 ml, or one shot of distilled spirits, 45 ml, or one glass of wine, which is about 150 ml. Understanding all this, just let's have a closer look at why do people binge drink? What are the reasons for binge drinking? One of them is to forget problems. This is one of the most common reasons as to why people binge. Is to loosen up and forget about underlying problems. A person may start feeling good after one drink and continue drinking more to maintain this effect. For others, it's to have fun. Many social events involve alcohol. The temptation to let go of inhibitions and party all night long influences many people. However, can easily become a recurrent trend, a slippery slope for potential alcohol dependency. For others, it's the taste tolerance. I think many of you have seen these numerous drinking games you can get in most shops these days, where alcohol consumption now turns into a competition. Peers try to outdo one another and often consume dangerous amounts of alcohol. So how does it affect me? How does it affect me if I am a so-called binge drinker, if I do drink more than 4 or 5 drinks within a 2 hour period? It's interesting to know that daily alcohol users and binge drinkers often experience the same short-term physical effects from alcohol, such as vomiting, nausea, tremors, dizziness, lack of judgment, and coordination. But this is where the problem lies, because it allows a binge drinker into a false sense of security. Because how can one night of hard drinking be worse than consuming one serving of alcohol on a daily basis if we have exactly the same short-term effects? But it has been scientifically proven that consuming one serving of alcohol daily gives your body more time to break down and get rid of the toxins in your system. Whereas with a binge, your body suffers from a high level of toxicity, which your body finds extremely difficult and sometimes even impossible to metabolize. In short, as a binge drinker, you run the risk of developing serious, permanent, and often fatal medical issues. Binge drinking affects every organ in your body in a multitude of ways. Let's just have a look at a few. The brain. Binge drinking affects the way the brain functions, causing mood swings, behavioral changes, and difficulty with balance. In your heart. Chronic binge drinking can stretch the heart muscle and lead to irregular heart rate, strokes, and high blood pressure. The lungs. Excessive drinking causes lower levels of nitric oxide in the lungs, which can make breathing more difficult. The pancreas, an organ which is often overlooked, produces toxins which can eventually lead to pancreatitis. The liver, more common organ. Fatty liver, alcohol hepatitis, fibroids, and cirrhosis are all caused by bouts of excess drinking. What about your immune system? Your immune system is suppressed in 24 hours following a binge. This makes you susceptible to diseases like pneumonia, TB, and flu. In answer to our big question right in the beginning, don't be fooled. Binge drinking is not something you or any of your loved ones should ever just gloss over. Binge drinking can be fatal. As we come to the end of our presentation, and in answer to the question right at the beginning, binge drinking versus daily drinking, let's look at three main reasons why binge drinking is more dangerous than daily drinking. It turns out binge drinking one night a week is much worse for your body than consuming one serving of alcohol daily. With binge drinking, your body suffers from a high level of toxicity. In addition, it is difficult for your body to metabolize high amounts of alcohol at one time. People who have been drinking large amounts of alcohol for a long period of time run the risk of developing serious and persistent changes in the brain. Damage may be the result of the direct effect of alcohol on the brain, or may result indirectly from a poor general health status or from severe liver disease. And the most important, binge drinking accounts for more deaths from alcohol than daily drinking. What now? What is the way forward? As you answer in your own mind that big question we asked right at the beginning between binge drinking versus daily drinking, and you acknowledge, but I am a binge drinker. I do drink 4 or more drinks in 2 hours, and as I realize the incredible damage I've done to my own body, what do I do now? Where to now? Recognizing the harmful effects of binge drinking and all these things is the first step towards recovery. And I want to encourage you to contact Stabilis Treatment Center 24/7, 365 days for advice and support. At the bottom, you will see our email address and our telephone number. Please feel free to contact us anytime. We're here to help. Thank you.